the first thing I do before the entire semester is I really reflect on what I want to get out of this semester. So like everybody's like, oh, I want to get better grades, I want to do this, but like I'm not trying to seem cliche because I was a peer academic coach, but like having those like SMART goals or at least some form of specification in your goals for the semester is really going to be beneficial. So for me, what I want to do better for this semester is I want to get all A's, and I know it's realistic because last semester I literally had math, and I know myself. I know myself. I'm still learning to know myself. It's very hard for me to get an A in math class. I have not gotten an A in math ever since elementary school. Like, and I put in the work for it. That's just not my strong suit. I got a B in that course last semester, so at least that really hit my goal of that. But this semester, I am pretty positive that I can really work to get that A in all my classes. And two, I want to get a better understanding or better balance of like my jobs, my activities, as well as my academics. So like have those set down, and that makes the rest of the planning very much more structured to yourself. Okay, now that you guys got your goals basically for the semester, now it's really based on your schedule. Whether you're a first year going to your second semester or you are an upperclassman like me, you really need to start being attached to your calendar. Like, I don't know, I'm not trying to seem like them CEOs who are like, work, oh no, play. But like for me, my calendar has been like, it's really been attached to me.
Sure is.
And I'm gonna show you kind of like calendar I had kind of sometime during the college semester. I kind of forgot which one, but you see it here. Like my calendar really helps me understand what my day is gonna look like, and it really prepares me mentally for my day as well. Really having a sort of calendar. I personally use Google Calendar. I'm not sponsored by them, but like it connects with my Gmail. I do different like subsections, which you can see to the side of like assignments, volunteering, stuff like that. I also share calendars with people, so that's why it's just so easier. Most people use Gmail. I do want to say that, so it's easier. So if you can learn it, you're already one step forward. So really organizing your calendar in a way that's sufficient for you. Definitely look at TikTok, look at YouTube channels to see what type of like calendar format is for you. So with that calendar aspect, I do recommend adding study like time periods. I used to tell my students all that, and I had that mentally in my brain. But last year, one thing that I shouldn't have done so late is I added study blocks, because I would just take that time to do something else that was currently in my brain, and I would study like really late. And one thing that you guys are going to probably experience, that you're gonna have to start studying at least every day. So having time periods really works for you. For me, my time periods are in between classes, like directly after, so that I can at least still have that memory or information retained, and then be able to relax. And then based on my studying obligations right after. So for me, I have jobs, once again, activities. So I put stuff that is already solidified. And I do say, like, for me as a college student, I need to have things solidified. Some things don't like wait to be solidified. So please keep that in mind when you're creating a schedule, and make sure not to overpack your schedule. That was me at one point. I just overpacked it back to back to back, and that's the way I like it, but I did it too much for that aspect. So really get your calendar all situated with your classes, and factor in transportation time and food time as well. Okay, now that you have your calendar set, you're gonna have an organizational method that you will use for literally every single semester. So I have two. I have one on my Google Drive, and I have one on my iPad. You can see from my iPad, I have each basically year spread out, and past each year I have each semester, and after each semester I have each class, and that's where a lot of my notes are written down, or any of my handwritten assignments. And then you can see from my Google Drive, I have different folders. They're each labeled by semester, and then after semester by each class. So if I type any assignment out, as well as my syllabus, they're included in there. So utilize that for every single semester, because sometimes I need notes from previous classes to assist me in a current class. So I definitely recommend you guys have that as some sort of organizational system, so you can keep track of all assignments. Plus, it can really help if you're helping somebody else out in a class that you've already taken. So now that we kind of got the basics of the academics down, I do want to kind of highlight key things that you should be aware of in order to prepare for the semester. Be aware of the breaks that you have, because you can really plan out your studying based on those breaks. I do want to say also add in a day where you are able to just like have no academics at all, and that really does require you to be on top of your stuff as well. It really requires you to like plan out your schedule, like I said before. When you get your syllabus, planning out your schedule based on that syllabus, once that first week happens, you can really understand what assignments take more time, and restructure those little study blocks we talked about, so you can allocate it towards those classes. So for example, my accounting class, y'all, 12 hours a week of assignments. Like, oh my gosh, most of my study blocks were dedicated towards accounting. and the rest were dedicated towards other things. So being cognizant of that, really highlighting key things like professors' email, the way they communicate, as well as the weight scale. The weight scale is what you really need to focus on, and that really assists in preparing for assignments. And then I feel like activities wise, you guys are pretty okay. Like I feel it's really good to like understand the activities, but those are things that go after your academics. But just ensuring that your activities are not taking away your assignments aspects. So like most of the time my activities are always primarily during the evenings, and I study before that. So it's like class, studying, activities, slumber. I've never really joined study groups like that for assignments, because I just really talked to the professor's office hours. So that was a key highlight for me. If you do study groups, definitely incorporate that. That is another form of studying. I do want to say most people assume studying is just like you review, like that's assignments, that's you going to office hours, stuff like that. That's what I considered studying. So really having those aspects within that to prepare for the semester. So those are the main things I do to academically prepare for the college semester. Of course, I do other things like mentally prepare myself, prepare my environment. But if you have any tips or anything that's really helped your experience preparing for college, definitely comment them down below. I would love to hear that, and I know other people would love to hear it too. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. Like, comment, subscribe. Turn on post notifications to be aware of all new videos, as well as check out my socials because a lot happens in there, goes more into details. Comment down below if you want to see a certain video or you just like the video. And yeah, I really appreciate you guys so much for watching this video. I pray that your college semester goes out really well. I know that you guys are gonna do amazing. If you put your mind to it, you be on your goals. And yeah, I'll see you guys in another video. Bye.